Everybody, it's Younggod Atm. Finna have another fire interview for y'all. I've been liking to have these little pimp talk conversations where I'm not just cursing out the masses because, like I said, it's been a lot happening this week, so I am definitely going to be cursing out the masses very soon. I just be liking when I gotta go crazy. I be liking to make sure that I have the proper ability to scream and curse where I'm at. So if I can't do that, I'm gonna make sure I wait. But today we got an interview with a fire ass battler and a cool ass nigga. That's how I'm gonna start. That's how I'm gonna start introducing my white partners as niggas. Because apparently niggas can hoop, niggas can rap, niggas can play football, and we gonna let it be known. You see what I'm saying? So as soon as all right, here we go. That motherfucking quick. What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's the word, my guy?
For those that don't know, this is upstate New York's very own B the Emcee. Before I go, the one who with 2 battles went from completely unknown on RBE to a B1, an official brick. We ain't doing even fuck a B1 status, an official brick. You see what I'm saying? How does it feel to be 36 zips right now? How does it feel?
Nah, it feels fire, bro. Like putting in the work. I feel like I still got a lot of work to put in because of that. You know what I mean? Because there's only 2 battles who have put in a lot of time and there's a lot of conversation. I understand that, so I want to put in that work. But other than that, I'm humble, man. I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to go.
All right.
I'm excited.
Before we get into B the Emcee, can we talk a little bit about branding? How to get into rap? Music, was it that rap? What was the path that brought you to the
Music for sure. Music has always been my passion. I feel like a lot of people in this process do music so they can relate. Music is something that kept me going through whatever was going on, bro. Like I was always making music. That was what my tunnel vision was on 24/7, making music. I did, I rapped since I was like 15 and shit in the school, fucking classrooms and shit like that. That's what we did. So when it came to doing this, it was like I think I want to show my lyrical ability.
Right.
I think I want to exercise that and see where I could take it because that's where battle rap I noticed was really focusing on the lyrical part of it. The words matter.
Facts. Everything you say matters. So one thing I'm going to go ahead and add, you were one of the schools that at the cafeteria doing the freestyles back. I would imagine doing those old school beats on the tape.
Yeah.
That type of shit really hones in your craft, in your your abilities. How was it that did you make music? Were you making music at the time, or was it kind of something that
yeah, I mean, I didn't really start making music till after high school. Like that's when I really started making music, That's when I tapped in with a lot of people that were in my area, Buffalo, that made music. Kind of like the originators of the scene, if you will, the people that I was like, oh shit, I heard your name before. That's fire. I start tapping in with all these people after high school, and that kind of was like, all right, bet. That's when I got into the music scene. That's when I started saying like, yo, I want to do this shit for real. I want to be an MC. I want to rap, be on stage, all that type of shit. So it wasn't until after high school that I started making music. But rapping was always something I enjoyed, like just freestyling at the table, kicking it with my boys, like impressing the girls, whatever we was doing, that's what we was trying to do, bro. Like.
All right. So what your rap name something that you had your whole life? Have you always or is that battle rap?
No, so we on Facebook, so you can see my name's Brandon Sylvia. I used to go by B Sylv. I used to just have a real simple, first letter, first four letters of the last name, like that type of shit. That real old school, like no fancy shit, like just it's B Sylv, man. Like that's how I did it. So B the MC came from wanting to be an MC versus be the cafeteria rapper that I was. You feel me? So that was the
That
transition.
that's a crazy ass to think about. What a lot of people probably are going to come to this interview for the elephant in the obvious question. How was it high school, freshman school, being a rapper and being amazing? Did you deal with any like negativity, not giving the respect that like you deserve because of who you were or your race, anything like that? Did you go through that?
Well, I think I carry myself in a similar way. I'm a lot more down to earth now, but I was never really too like out there trying to like, you know, push it to the fact that like now you can find reasons to not like me. Now you can find this dude's a little too cocky. Let me knock you down to size. I always wanted to find what my next step was and not go 2-3 steps if I didn't have to. I like the environment. So whenever I was in school or even in the scene, like I got respect off the jump just because my conversation is good, just because I show respect,
Right.
just because like I could talk to you one-on-one and you're gonna be like, oh, yo, B's actually pretty dope. He might be the kid that we thought was weird as hell, or he was, he's the white dude rapping. But when you talk to him, when you see him on stage, when he get to linking with you, he's one of them. So like I've always felt like I got respect wherever I went when it comes to hip hop.
I can fully say just somebody that then hung out with you twice and seen you work twice, you tender. You're not trying to do something that you're not. And you're also not a race that you're not. We had that who try to go over the.
Yo, I will say, bro, I know a lot of that stuff comes from peer pressure, bro. Because you'll have people coming up and be like, okay, I'm gonna say this right now. People come up and be like, oh, yo, he's black, he's actually black, or he's albino, he's pretending to be black. I never jumped in those conversations. I never guided myself. I said, yo, you can have all that, bro. Like you can have those jokes, you can have whatever you want to say, but I'm not gonna conversate about it because it's not me. I'm not trying to like even have that be part of my dynamic. Like
rap.
off rip, I just want to rap. So when people say that, if I agree with them, now you're gonna flip that on me. Oh, you said you think you what? No, you. So I already knew how that went. I saw the narrative. I saw 10 people do it before I got there. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen these
Right.
people fall off the side of the cliff, and I said, I'm not doing that.
Nah, that's
so I learned how
smart.
to be humble and be myself and not try to be anything else other than that.
Hey, that's the best way to be. Now, humble beginnings and everything like that. What into the battle rap scene? When was your first battle?
My first battle was 2019. Shout out to the Trap NY. I didn't have no footage. I was scouring the internet trying to get a battle. I didn't know how to get on a league. I didn't know how to do any of that shit. Buffalo was not having no battles. Like I was calling out everybody who said they rap, bro. I'm like,
you was trying to find
battle me. And it got to the point where I said, yo, there's leagues. I'm watching this. Let me figure it out. So I was online, like, how do I get in the league? How do I get in the league? Messaging famous battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in everybody's inbox. I don't know what to do, bro. So I'm going down the list. Finally, I get to somebody who's clearly a little closer to earth, and they said, go tap in with the Trap because they're in New York City and they're going to be your closest bet to a new talent type of situation.
what year?
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
So you were kind of watching for a little while and it was like around 2019. Like, I need a battle now.
Yeah, I needed to prove it to myself that I could do it. Because, I did battles at parties and stuff, like we rapped and shit at parties, but like it was never really a battle, like I can't get anything out of this other than, oh, remember last time B was rapping? Let's see if he does it again. Like, so now it's kind of like dope. So I get to the Trap, battle gets canceled. I'm in New York, battle's canceled, right? I'm mad as hell. First battle gets canceled. I said, nah, bro, I drove all the way to New York for this shit, bro. I'm rapping, bro. So I called Bobby T. Shout out to Bobby T. He was my op. I said, yo, what are we gonna do? We hit up No Mercy. No Mercy said, I'll meet you in Queens. So No Mercy pulls up on us, just him, just No Mercy, a camera and a tripod, and he pulled up. It was just me and my boy Sean and Bobby and his like 2 people, and we battled in the park. That shit was my first battle ever.
Bullshitting.
So
Y'all fucking art.
yeah, we battled in the park, bro. First battle ever. You watch the footage. There's a random Asian couple that walks through the middle. That shit funny as hell, bro.
Bro, you think that's
Nah, but
that's real dedication though. That just kind of shows that y'all knew exactly what the fuck y'all wanted to do. Y'all knew how y'all wanted to fucking do it, and y'all was able to get that shit off, and it's been taken off since. So, what is your rap your home league?
my home league is Whoever Wants Smoke Battle League. They're from Buffalo, New York. That's they once they established and I saw there was a league in my city, the city that I've been screaming for the past 20 years. Yeah, I'm showing love. So I showed up and I pulled up, start rapping. I realized that the people were cool people. Everybody was, kind of on board with what I was doing, which was I'm already outside. So I need a home league. So they funked with me and said, "Yo, we'll give you everybody that we have that's dope, basically." So I was rocking with them, and now I'm a staple artist on the league, and especially going outside, that just solidified like my league being, we got another person who's in the Crucible too from my league.
Who?
Casino C's.
Shout out Casino. I've heard of Casino C's. That nigga's
Yeah,
fire.
Casino.
Heard
Me
it.
and him battled, and we had a 1-rounder, and it was fire. So he's somebody that's on my 3-round. When I spin the block, we're
Yeah.
gonna do that. But if he's in the Crucible and we're gonna do it at the top.
Yeah, that's the thing. Y'all will be able to actually set it up. That could be something that could bring traction, that could bring his eyes.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Because of all those narratives. But yeah, shout out to Casino C's.
Shout out to Casino. Shout out to B the Emcee, man. Okay, so as you starting to move up the ranks, you have a pretty decent fan base in that upstate New York area. Anybody from that area hears your name, all I hear is be the fire. That lets me not only put that work in, but you put it in front of people, and now they know what time it is, and that's really dope to see, because you hear about New York, but now to hear more about the
Right. Upstate got lost. So I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of people don't know. Upstate was already outside. Upstate was one of them. It was outside GTX. We had we had grind time. They were running the grind time shit. Shout out to them. But Upstate had a lot of killers. And they kind of either the generation passed and the new generation was coming from like the Midwest or was coming from the South. So like that's where all the new talent was coming from, and we didn't have another generation. We didn't have that middle man. So now we're the grandkids of that. Basically, we're the next generation coming in trying to reestablish that upstate movement, trying to reestablish the Real Talks, the Dirts, the Burns, the Fireman, OG Grizzlies. A lot of people who were outside for a long time are coming back outside. The Chase Papers, the people like that, Ivan the Great. Like, there's a lot of people from CJA. He just battled Rum Nitty. He's been doing his thing for a minute. Like, there's a lot of people who are from upstate who I think they all get recognition, but now it's like when you piece it together, you say, "Oh shit, they all from the same fucking region? That's fire." And now it's like, okay, bet now let me scream it. Y'all aren't screaming it loud enough though, so let me scream it. And once I start screaming it, and they start screaming it, then it's like you said. Now you talk about upstate. Now you talk about upstate, and my name comes up, and then you talk to me. I'm gonna bring up all the OGs. I'm gonna bring up all the people that put me on upstate wise, you know what I'm saying? And now people watch this, they'll say, "Oh, OG Grizzly, I remember him from Bullpen. Oh, CJA, I remember him from iBattle. He just battled Rum Nitty." So I'm talking like we're all in the same region. So when you peep it for real. Not you, but the fans. I want them to catch on.
Yeah, shout out, because this is gonna be a random shout out to another young nigga that's put in New York. He nigga, shout out
All
to
right,
that's
I got a battle with Rashad this weekend.
oh, that's fire. That's actually one of my young homies. I really fuck with Rashad. Raps good and promos well.
I'll say this. people talk a lot of shit about Rashad. I talk shit to him, not about him. I talk shit to him. So let me clarify. I talk shit to him. Rashad has been rapping for, in his last couple showings I saw, he had some fire shit.
Man.
So I got nothing against Shad, you know what I'm saying? But it's battle rap, so when we battle on Sunday, I'm gonna have a lot of shit to say.
Of course, you gotta talk to that boy. Of course, you gotta talk to that boy.
Yeah, but no, shout out to everybody that's holding it down for Upstate, because I've heard him a couple times want to be in the conversation. So I think that this is his year to like establish his Upstate connection and hold it down, because he's been out everywhere else. So I feel like he gets that demeanor that he's not from here because he's everywhere else. So I want him to just come here one time, bro. Just come here one time. And I promise you, we gonna put you on our backs, bro. We gonna like what? That's what we do here. We put you on our backs for that shit, bro. So
you're ready to embrace him. He gotta go put
that. That's it, bro. That's it.
Battle rappers, battle period. Whatever you in, it don't matter how big it don't matter how many motherfuckers think good in your city. You just gotta make this much of a name for yourself, and you don't understand how much yourself.
I'll give you an example. CJA. CJA didn't battle here for 5 years. Okay. Well, he was still in every Upstate conversation, but he just won Battle of the Year in New England.
Yeah. So niggas was confused.
So we was confused, right? So we like, okay, now he comes back. He does 2 battles in Upstate. You know, he does a couple battles Upstate. Now he don't even have to come back for 5 more years.
Yeah,
if he doesn't want to.
You did what you needed to do. Even A-Rod goes to battle Maryland every once in a while. You see what I'm saying? Hitman battle in St. Louis when he needs to. What I'm saying?
Yeah, when he needs to, he will. I promise he will.
You have to go do that. Yeah. Like, I'm from, we got our officials, we got Bugs, we got got Mozzie.
No, yo, salute to everybody that's from that area, because there's a lot of fire MCs that come from the same places, bro.
New Orleans is, look, New Orleans is a scary place to come around, because there's so many different styles out here. You could have me who's got, then you could go battle Bugs, who's more lyrical. Capo who gonna have charisma. You can battle.
Yeah.
I'll punch you 100.
I gotta watch that latest Capo drop too. Shout out to Capo.
I actually had that Capo battle. Like, biased, of course, I had Capo Gentleman's Bash Money shit. But
yeah.
I watch battles like that. I watch it once unbiased.
Fair. It's easy to do the second time because you're like, okay, I already like this shit, so let me pick.
Let me actually. Yeah. So unbiased, I had Capo with a close 8-1. I feel like Authentic had the best round of the entire battle.
Fair. Okay.
See what I'm saying? But after that, I feel like Capo's third, they were just better. I don't know what specific.
He writes up.
Yeah.
He writes up. And as you go, it gets better. I'm learning that that's something I need to learn how to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I write up sometimes. Sometimes I write and then but like.
What I will say, and this is going to be a segue into RB, I feel like, again, EAZ, you did not write as much as I would have liked, but with Red, you was pure on the entire. So,
see, yeah, because I noticed that with the EAZ battle, I was like, okay, I think they had it. I think it was a 1-rounder. I think he rapped for a long time, so that was like, kind of like the crowd was like, this battle's done once he proves he's good.
That honestly,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I could read the room a little bit. Once I got to a certain point, they were like, all right, we get it.
You win.
You're fired.
You did what you were supposed to do. You're hired.
Yeah, right.
There's one thing that you will never get right, and it's surprise factor. You were able to use the fact that nobody thought you were going to your advantage. Plus, you were also very good. You rapped extremely well that night. So it was 2-pronged, which flowers for intake 4, B the Emcee was the highest rated battler for, and that only happens every once in a while. There's only
a fact.
what that's like. I know what it's like from intake 2 when I freestyle.
Yo, that was your shadow battle?
No, that was my muggy.
Your shadow battle was crazy too.
My shadow battle was.
I know that has a lot of shit going on, stipulations, all the other things.
Okay.
But I wanted to say, bro, that your energy alone, I think you need to put the fatigues back on, bro. I think you need to put the fatigues back on because that ATM was different, bro.
Heard people say they like the gorilla pimp. They love this the smooth shit fire, but they like the gorilla.
Yo, the gorilla, that shit had me saying I thought he was a pimp.
But I can do multiple different.
That's it, bro. And I think that with your ability to do the pimp, you do the talk, you do the walk, you rock the energy with that. I think that when you pull that out every once in a while, like that fatigue, that army man, that fucking guerrilla warfare shit, it shows like we're still battling, bro. Like, and you done pissed me off. And because a pimp can go to war too.
And I think that's what they're looking for from me. We're not gonna go into too much detail.
Yeah, this is my interview, but I'm with you.
Yeah. I think that's what they're looking for from me, which I'm okay with because, like, hey, I'm the stardom, you know. Speaking of bricks versus intake battle,
they just dropped the first battle. Salute to them for that.
Which is interesting. It lets you know that they drop battles based on the content. Some of the battles from intake 4 are not out yet, but they're already starting to drop bricks versus intake.
They just had a big dump too. They just dumped like 4 or 5 battles on there. So
RBE's putting it out.
And this is a big one. It does have to do a lot now with the artists because there's so many. We gotta make sure we put all those videos to the top of the the algorithm.
Shout out to King Benny. Shout out to Sino Savvy. That was an epic battle. I had Sino edging, but I feel like Benny showed exactly why he is the scariest people in the.
Yo, I think that Benny's gonna spin the block and do what he's supposed to do. Not that he didn't, but I think he's gonna do what he's supposed to do. Like, cause I sparred with him like a week ago with one of his new battles he's got coming up. And that was it was different than that Benny with Sino already. So he's already tailoring the things that he learned in the moment. You feel me?
He need 1 or 2 more battles, and he gonna be in. He may.
I say that all the time. You could tell when somebody's fire. I analyze people's artistry over time. I like being in the same spot for a little while so I can watch the growth. Benny is going to be one of those people who learns that shit quick. Being here in the war zone is different than being at home fighting in the backyard. You're not going to learn so much fighting in the backyard. You might learn, okay, I'm weak on the left side, but you're not going to learn. You're not going to learn everything until you're out there. And now that he came out here, oh my.
Speaking of being out there, how does it feel going into a battle versus a brick and not being the underdog? That battle is infrared. Trying to say that Fred was on his last leg.
Yep.
This was his elimination battle. He's not doing this, not doing that. First off, Fred immediately showed why he is a brick.
First off, not only that, shout out to Red because Red came all the way outside for this battle. Promo, fucking everything. So the fact that
faces.
He was talking his shit. He's good at talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Red's one of the bricks for a reason, like you said. So it felt like a setup. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Because the talk was that my surprise factor's gone. The talk was that I gotta do so much to meet this expectation. You know what I mean? But there was all these different conversations. So when they said I was still gonna win, I watched Red's battles. Like Red's battles weren't bad at all. Like I didn't like his Fate battle. But when I talked to Red, we had a conversation like off the record, and he was telling me about the Fate battle. So I said, okay, bet, bro, because I was gonna say out of all his battles, I didn't like that one the most. So it made sense.
Here right now,
and Fate is Fate.
Yeah, he feels disrespected by the battle rap culture. He's not trying to.
Right. No. So when they had me as the winner, basically before the battle even came out, anything like that, it's like it feels like to me I gotta work extra hard now. There's a lot of pressure on my plate. Like I don't look at it from the same way of like, oh, I'm gonna win. It's my shit. Like, of course I do. I know I'm talented, but now it's like, he sees this too.
Yes.
He sees everything I see. So
yes,
I have to think about it like he's not about to come in here and let some B the Emcee. What the fuck, bro? Like, the fuck, are you crazy? So I knew I had to go in there and rock out, because if I didn't, he was gonna wash the floor. He wanted to go in there and prove a point.
But you so goddamn damn. So you have slick punches in your consent.
Yeah.
You understand. What was the first thing you did after watching the announcement video and finding out were? That's all to know. Now, second,
I didn't smoke until they said it, bro.
What does it mean to you to be a brick?
All right, two-part answer.
Go ahead.
Okay, first one, I'm gonna do it on a personal level.
Go ahead.
For me, it means that it shows that what I'm doing is right. What I'm doing is the right thing. It shows that my talent is not unnoticed. It shows that even though I may be the one person pat myself on the back the most of the time, when I get the flowers will come. So I don't trip on the nose, just like I don't trip on the yeses. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same reaction. I would have smoked either way. I would have been on my time either way. But personally, it just means like I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. It keeps me on that path that says, hey, don't switch it up now just because you got a little bit of success. Because I've had a little success before and let it get to my head a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, I can navigate this. So on a personal level, it's just growth for me, bro. That's all. You know, I get to be around a bunch of people. I get to rap well, show the world I got a talent, potentially inspire some people to rap better, like all that type of shit. And then on regionally, bro, it's about for me, like, there's so many people I can put on that I can't put on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the money, or I don't have the league, I don't have the pull, I don't have any of that. Somebody just hit me up yesterday, like, people I know, yo, how do I get on RBE? I said, bro, I barely rapped yet. I can't do nothing for you right now. I said, pull up to the spaces and share some clips and do what you can to be involved, and maybe you'll get noticed. But I can't do nothing for you. I'm not saying no names. I'm not saying that's the guy. I can't help anybody.
I gotta make sure I'm the guy first.
If I don't have a table, how can I feed people at it? So like, so when it comes down to it, it's from our region, and so I can build something to the point where if I do say, hey, yo, you should look at my man UB. You should really think about checking out his footage. If I tell him to send you footage, will you out? Yeah. I'll check it out. If that's your boy, I'll check it out. Because now I've gained a rapport. Now I've gained accolades. Now I gain respect. Now I could set up my own shit if I wanted to, because I'm at this point. So now I can put people on. So for me, it's the region. I want everybody that's in my region to know they can do this, bro. Like, I'm from a region where I know where I grew up. I knew how I grew up. So I know there's at least 25 people that lived and grew up just like me. And if I can help 10 of those people, help 5 people get up, we're going to be good, because I didn't have that extra little. I had to go through the mud. My group is out the mud, bro, because we all kind of had to push through a different thing to get to our point. You know, Miss Ill, she's a female in the battle rap league. I'm the white dude, you know what I'm saying? A lot of we all came from struggle, and, you know, we all came from poverty or whatever the case is. So it wasn't easy to even get to this point of, hey, bro, I could have just been on drugs my whole life like 80% of other people. I could have just went to jail like the other 80% of the other people I knew. You know what I'm saying? I could have been on drugs or in jail, because that's what all the people that are around me, except for my circle. You know what I'm saying? Except for my people, the people I locked in with. So no, it's for my region, man. I want everyone to know, bro. You got a dream, a goal, push, and go do that shit, bro. Because look at me, I'm on RBE. Fuck you talking about? 3 years ago, I was messaging Arsenal trying to figure out how the hell I could even be a battle rapper. I look crazy. I look crazy, bro. But look at
It
me.
worked.
Look at me now, though, bro.
How crazy do you look if it worked?
Right.
All right.
I walked 5 miles to my first studio session.
Talk.
Like, I don't care about none of that shit, bro. I will
Talk.
work my ass off. I will outwork people, bro. I will outwork a lot of people. And look at me in the top 16. Look at me and look at the situations that occurred. I outworked people. I didn't out rap everybody. I outworked people.
Talk.
And it's not no slight to them because they're good ass rappers. EAZ had a phenomenal round. You know, a lot of people had phenomenal material. But if you're not about to walk with me, then I can't help you, bro, because I'm ready to put in work. And though my promo might not be the same as other people's, and though this like certain things, the work that I do put in is impactful. You know, I want the work that I put in to matter. So for me, being a brick, man, is to put it on for me, my family, my people, you know, my circles. Shout out to OTM, shout out to Upstate, man. Like that's what we're doing. And you know, I got family that looks at me like looks up to me. I got people who look up to me, bro. So like to be successful is so much more than the success itself. Like that's real shit.
Yeah. I can see you kind of getting a little emotional. I can tell.
I think about the shit I want to say, and I don't want to say too much, and I don't want to say too little. You know, so I just want to say, like, I got people who look up to me, and I almost look up to them for that. So I don't ever want to let nobody down, you know. So I put a lot on it when it comes to that real shit. I put a lot on it, you know, on my heart, on my back, everything like that. So I don't take it lightly when people talk about like you just said, like, what am I doing it for? Like, yeah, I'm doing it for something. Because a lot of people say, oh, yo, I'm trying to get popping. I'm trying to battle all these famous people. Like, I'm trying to get on these leagues. I'm trying to do this and that. No, I'm trying to carve a lane so people behind me can say, I knew him. I fucked with him. He helped the world. Like, what, like, bro, like, heavy is the head, bro, but I don't care. Like, I'm ready for all that.
That's what separates you, man. Be the MC in a fish break. Hit the motherfucking blunt. Let these people know where to find you on social media or anywhere.
Yo, you can find me on all my
Be the
social
MC.
medias, man. All my social medias are BDMC, phonetically, just the letters. You can find it. It's super easy. BDMC. I made it easy for everybody, man, because I know, you know, Be the MC with the E's and everything. Some people can't find it. You can always find it with BDMC. That is always going to be how you can find me.
Hey, man, go cop the VOD.
Man, make sure you tap in, man. I got the trench coat season merchandise right now. This is my shit. Trench coat season. If you watch the RBE battles, you'll see I got it on. You're gonna see me have it on more. This is my shit right here, bro. Trench coat season. Shout out to CNG Ty. He yelled that shit at one of my battles, and I said, yes, it is trench coat season. You're absolutely right.
Real
so no,
nigga.
shout out to him, bro. But yeah, that's my shit. So shout out to everybody upstate. Yo, shout out to you, ATM. I'm definitely excited to see the work that you put in this year. Not to mention you doing a podcast, but I already know you about to be rapping your ass off, bro. So
woo, man. Keep my room on for me.
And shout out to Bash Money, man. Salute to Bash Money, man.
Bash Money in the building, man. That's B the MC, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be talking to you in a minute. Hey, I'm gonna call you in a minute once I finish this outro.
All right, bet.
Y'all go cop that VOD, man. B the MC versus Infrared. Younggod Atm versus Zay. Many more battles. OG Prime versus Will Major. Dollar versus Murder. Dollar versus Murder Ismail. Go watch all of those Bash Money battles. Go watch B the MC. Go watch OG Prime. He's fire as well. Shout out to RBE Rare Breed Entertainment for everything that they do in this battle rap culture. It's Younggod the Pimp. I don't put no holes on the strip, use a smooth talk, a swift hand to break down a bitch. It's the respect that I get, energy, effort. It's the time that is spent. My time is money. So they're gonna reimburse every cent. If that don't make sense, you was not listening to Pimptalk the podcast. I love you guys.